What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Primitive Viking and this is stage 11 of issue 5 of Eaglemoss's Build the Ecto 1. Okay, so this is stage 11 of issue 5. This is the first stage in this particular issue. We're going to be looking at the power steering pump and the crankshaft pulley, so we'll build those and install them onto the engine. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you haven't seen any of the videos before, I strongly recommend that you go back and click on this little link that I'm putting up here, and it takes you to the playlist of all the past videos that we've done right from stage 1 right the way through to 11 now. The other way you can do it is you can just watch this episode. If you enjoy it, head back, watch the rest of the videos there. I appreciate it if you'd leave a like, and if you feel so inclined, you can subscribe as well. But what we'll do is I'll start off by showing you the magazine and what we're going to be doing in each section of this stage, and then from there we'll get into the build. Okay, so stage 11 is assembling the power steering pump and crankshaft pulley. Part location for this is in the engine, and step 1 will be assembling the power steering pump and the pulley. Then we're going to be fitting it to the engine after that. Then assembling the crankshaft pulley there at the end. It'll look a little something like that. Okay, so now we can see what we're dealing with in stage 11. Let's get into the build.
Okay, so this part, there you go, that's much better. Now you can see what the hell's happening. I had a weird filter on. And then this part here. So there's a little location part here that goes in. And he's going to sit in there just like that. So you can see the location piece is sticking through the hole there, and then we screw into these two holes with BP screws, I think. Yep, BPs. Okay, so let's put this together. There's one. Again, don't tighten them up all the way because you want to have a little bit of play. To get these in the right place. Okay, that's settled. Tighten them both up. Okay, so that sits just like that in there. Okay, so part 11D is going to be going in. And it goes in the open side here. There should be probably a location part. Yes, there's a little tiny, I don't know if you can see it, on the edge here. There's a little location nub that will go in, and there's the appropriate cutout on the other side for it to sit in. There it goes, that sits in there like that. That does not take a screw yet, so that goes off to one side, and we get the part that is labeled 11E. That's 11K, I, J, E. Okay, 11E and 11F, which is this part. So you can actually see they've put in, with the lights right there you go, 11E, they've actually put it in the actual plastic. Okay, so it goes with the 11E facing outwards sits over the top like that. And then that is going to go onto the back side of this, like so, and screw in with a EP screw. So EP screw is there. And the trick with these ones is you don't want to go too tight with this. There he is. Because it's going to want to spin. You're going to be able to move it. So the EP screw went in the end there, and that held that together. So that is one of the belts. So what we're doing is, this is the power steering pump and pulley assembly. That's what this is. And then we get a piece called 11C, which is this little guy. Is going to sit in the top of here. I think it just sits in there. Like so. So this is going to be where you put your oil and stuff in. For that guy. Yeah. So that is part 1 complete of stage, as I smash everything that is sitting around me. Looks like that. Part 1 complete. Let's put that off to one side. Actually, I lie, I'm not going to put it off to one side. I'm actually going to attach it to the engine. So this connects onto the front of this guy. So there's 2 holes right here. And this guy's going to connect like so to that. Okay. You see, yeah, so this just attaches directly to the front part of this, and that takes 2 FP screws. So these are the longer guys. I'm gonna stand him up in a place where you can kind of see it. There he goes. Again, don't go too tight with it just to start with. You want to be able to get the other one in first. Hopefully up. So I think that get this in place first before I start talking.
You dare threaten me, Thor, with so puny a weapon?
Ken here, hosting with 1 viewer. Thank you very much. I appreciate the host. Okay, so that has now been put on the front here. Let's see here with that. Looking good. Next part is I put in the suspension bar. So that's going in. So this takes 2 EP screws. And this attaches to the back of here. There's a little hole down where my finger is there. Come on, focus. Thank you. Yeah, so right down here there's a hole. And it attaches on like so. Gonna focus? There we go. Yeah, so there's a hole right up there. Sit him like that so you can kind of see what's going on. Let's start by putting in the one back here first. So these are EP screws, so again going into plastic. So you don't want to over tighten them because otherwise they will strip out the screw. There he goes. A little bit fiddly. Nice, so that's there. Suspension bracket in there. The other thing I need to make sure that I am very careful with is not to knock out. I've got all the spark plugs in here from the last part of the build that we did, and make sure I don't knock stuff out. I've also got a dipstick that is not glued in. Nothing's glued in this. It's designed to be able to be taken out. Also, that spark plug here, you can see this if it wants to focus up. There we go. This spark plug here is very, very close. It's touching. So hopefully I'll be able to get around that. But we'll see. Right, so moving on to little part. What are we doing? Part 3 is installing another thing. Okay, so to start with, there is a right down on the front here. So there's a part here, and this part goes on top of that. Is that part? Wait. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. This part goes that way around and sits boink like that. Nice and easy. Then we have part 11K, which is this part. It's got the little nubby. He goes on over the top of that, I think. Yay? Nay? Actually, it wants me to put those together before. So it's that part. Then 11J, which is this part, more skinnier, fits over the top of that, like so. And then 11L, with the 11L facing outwards, goes on top of that, like that. So it lines up like so. And again with 11L facing out. Looks like so. So that goes on with a GM screw, and it sits over the top of what we just put on. Well, it doesn't want to fit, which is interesting. Oh no, there it goes. I'm a bit forced to get this on. I'm being an idiot. It was the other way around. So the 11L is facing towards the engine. Obviously, because otherwise you'll see it. Let's load it up on the screwdriver first, shall we? It goes through all of them and does up. Again, not too tight, because it wants to be able to spin on the end there. So there's the screw going into the end. It's going to look like that. So what we are going to be doing in this one a little bit later on is there'll be two belts. One belt will connect up to here, and one belt will connect up to here. So you can have a plethora of belts on the front. And that completes stage 11 right there.
Okay, so that was stage 11. Just a short video today. I hope you enjoyed it. So in stage 12, which is going to be out on Monday, we're going to be adding a couple more pulleys, I think, to it. There's going to be adding in the belts that I was talking about in this past stage, and then also adding the tubes to go from the spark plugs to the rest of the engine, connect everything up that we've done in the past. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you want to, you can hit the subscribe as well, and also the bell, and that will notify you when the next video comes out. If you want to watch the VOD of the stream that I did, you can go across to my Twitch page, which is twitch.tv/primitive_Viking. There's a link for it down below in the About section. Also down there you'll find the link to my Twitter page, where I send out tweets just before I'm about to go live and do the live stream of the build itself. So issue 6 is not going to be for a couple of weeks, because I've only just filmed issue 5, and issue 11 that you just saw today was the first stage of that issue. But it's going to be in a couple of weeks, more than likely. I'll send out a tweet just before I go live with that, so you'll be able to find out when I'm going to be doing that issue. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, guys, and if I don't see you in one of my streams, then I shall see you in the next episode.